Hi, this is Adam for American Teacher and on YouTube. And today I'm going to talk about China's propaganda war, which really isn't a new thing, but it seems to have been ramping up lately. So I was perusing Global Times webpage. GlobalTimes.cn is a mouthpiece of the Chinese government. It's a propaganda machine. And I noticed they had a particularly particularly insensitive comment about the collapse of the condominium in Miami recently. One of the headlines in the op-ed section on Global Times says, slow rescue of Miami condo collapse shows, quote, beacon of human rights is falling. And this is the message that China is trying to get across. They're trying to pour on the propaganda because this is the cheapest form of war, using the internet and using people that they pay to go on the internet and promote this propaganda is the cheapest way of fighting the U.S. that they have. And the message that they want to send is that democracy is ineffective in today's world. The message that China wants to send is that democracy is outdated and no longer relevant in today's world. And I'd like to quote Sir Winston Churchill on this. Sir Winston Churchill once said in 1947, many forms of government have been tried and will be tried in this world of sin and woe. No one pretends that democracy is perfect or all-wise. Indeed, it has been said that democracy is the worst form of government, except for all those other forms that have been tried from time to time. And I've said this many times before, democracy is messy. Yes, if the U.S. could have locked people in their homes, if they could have forced people to wear masks, if they could have forced people to follow COVID protocols, then maybe the U.S. wouldn't have suffered as much due to the COVID-19 outbreak. But that is not democracy. That's not what democracy is about. Democracy is about allowing everyone to have a voice. But the biggest challenge we have in today's world is that even people who are enemies of democracy have a voice. And sometimes their voice is amplified beyond reason by concerted efforts made by foreign governments who pour money into this because it is much cheaper to sow seeds of dissent within the people of a country than to invade that country with military force. And I do believe that's what is happening on more than one front to the U.S. right now. China and Russia are probably the main instigators, and they want to sow seeds of dissension among the American people. But what we have to realize is that the authoritarian model of government is doomed to failure. It's just a matter of time. And the reason is because the authoritarian government stifles creativity. It stifles the voices of the intellectuals. The intellectuals are forced either through censorship by the government or self-censorship to toe the party line in an authoritarian government. And we see that in the investigation of the COVID outbreak in Wuhan. The Chinese government has stymied efforts at every turn to have an open, multinational investigation of the COVID outbreak. And I'm not saying it originated in the Wuhan lab. I don't think we have enough information. I think the Chinese government has seen to it that we don't have enough information to tell whether or not the virus was spread from the Wuhan level 4 biolab. But that's not the point I'm trying to make here. The point is that scientists have their hands tied. Knowing the cause of the outbreak would be beneficial to the entire world. Yet the scientists in China are not allowed to speak openly on this issue. So this is just one of the many problems with an authoritarian government. So I think as an American and as Americans, we must remember that we believe in a system of government where people can express themselves openly and freely and can share new ideas openly and freely without fear of being punished. And that is why our government will persevere where others have failed and will fail in the future. So do not listen to the propaganda. If you hear someone say that, the American government or employees in the American government, like Dr. Fauci, helped spread COVID-19, or if you hear rumors like this, double check and triple check. And I know many people don't want to go to the effort to do this, but try to look up the source of that information, find out where it came from, and have a more critical eye towards information, especially regarding COVID-19, and information that goes against scientific standards, like information saying you shouldn't wear a mask, or information saying that you don't need to socially distance. Try to be more cautious about that kind of information, and do what's best for the people in our democracy. Because, as Winston Churchill said, the alternatives to democracy are not good. I'm paraphrasing there. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you haven't, please click on the subscribe button. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment box below, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.